All right, guys, it is officially spring, which means Memorial Day is right around the corner. And we all know as CrossFitters, Memorial Day is a special time for us. It is a time where we like to honor those who have given the ultimate sacrifice. And a lot of CrossFit gyms choose to do a hero workout, more specifically, hero workout called Murph. So we're going to talk through what that could potentially look like, or more, the things that we want to be thinking about as affiliate owners moving into an event like a hero workout. So big things to take a look at. One, what, why, when, and how. So this is how we're going to approach not only something like Murph, but the majority of the things that we do within our business. So what is it? Well, for something like Murph, it is a 1 day in our facility for our members hero workout. Why? Why is a big one. We want to make sure that not only we as the affiliate owner understands our why behind this event, but we communicate that to our staff and to our members. If we take Murph, for example, this workout is all about us as our community coming together, working together, and going through something really hard to honor those who gave the ultimate sacrifice. What it's not is coming in and worrying about, am I PRing this workout? What pull-up bar am I using? It's all about honoring those who don't have the opportunity any longer that we do. So we are showing up for them, and we're going to give our best while we support each other, right? When we need to obviously choose the date. We have some options when it comes to Memorial Day. Are we doing it on Memorial Day? Are we doing it that weekend? What works best for us and our community? But you're going to choose your date. And then the how. How are we going to approach this? Not only leading up to the event, but the day of the event and then after the event. So first, let's take a look at just a simple timeline that we can kind of think through those steps. So at the top, first, we have our staff comms, or communicating with our staff. Once we've decided the date, then we need to communicate all of these things to our staff so that they can help us to then communicate to the members. They're the ones in class who are going to be having these conversations at the whiteboard brief, talking with members. We want to make sure that they understand each one of these so that everyone is clear. So first step after choosing your date is going to be communicating with your staff. Then at that point, we're going to go into some promotional and pre-order options if we are doing some sort of t-shirt or something leading into this event. So promotion, we need to promote and discuss this within our business. And then if we choose to also put it external, something like social media, then we need to make a plan for that as well. But we are promoting leading up to. The big one for something like this, being it is member related, is the communication and the conversations that are happening inside of our gym. So that means, when can we talk with members about this? Well, we can talk at the brief. We can talk during the cool down. We can talk individually with people, not only throughout class, but before and after class. We can also communicate to them through email, right? And any sort of virtual systems that you have for communicating information, right? We want to make sure that we are getting people not only excited about the workout and that event, but we're communicating the why. Why are we doing Murph? Are we doing it just because it's a hard workout? Or are we doing it because it's an opportunity for us to show and honor those who can't do the workout any longer, right? These are the conversations we want to be having leading up to the event. Now, pre-order. If you are choosing to do something like a t-shirt or a patch, something like that, then we want to make sure that we back up the timeline so that it arrives in time for the event. So you will need to take a look at shipping time, production time, pre-order time for your members to sign up. That's how we're going to work our way backwards. Most likely, those pre-orders will need to start about 3 weeks, maybe more, depending on your production time prior to the event. So we're not far off from that right now if we're looking at Memorial Day weekend, right? So that means we need to create a design. We need to create the pre-order, communicate that to staff and members, get those pre-orders in, and then have that shipment come through. If you really want to take it a step further, If you have time and you plan far enough ahead, then you can even order some samples to have on hand so that people can see it prior to them ordering. That would be awesome. So then we're leading into the event itself, right? And we're going to talk about how we're going to approach that, right? So if we're looking at something like Murph is a longer workout and a high volume workout. So leading into that, sometimes people like to do a little bit of Murph prep leading into that. So you can decide what works best for your community. Do you want to, in your programming, make sure that you are leading in with some more push-ups, pull-ups, squats, running to prepare your members? Do you want to have something separate outside of class where members can choose to do that additional work to prep for it if you would like? Though that's going to be up to you. What I want you to think about, though, is always go back to your why. Why are we doing this event? And does it align with what we're doing? So do you want to sprinkle in some more pull-ups, push-ups, squats, running, kind of leading into that to prep your members? That's going to be up to you. Now, on the day of, we want to provide some options for people. Like I just said, it's a little bit of not only a longer workout, but a higher volume workout. So we do want our members to push themselves, but also do it in a very safe manner, right? So some simple options you can give: full Murph for those where the volume is appropriate for where they are. Half Murph is always a great option. And then partner style. So this partner style is a really cool option where you can, again, go back to the why we're doing this event. We're all coming together and supporting each other to do something hard, and it's a cool opportunity to do that with a partner. You can do all sorts of variations here, but having options for your members so they can still feel like they are participating, they're pushing themselves, but they are being safe. Then on the day of, we need to decide, are we running heats or are we running full classes? Things to consider. If we are running heats, then we need to think about the fact that this is a longer workout. The nice thing about Murph, though, is that the workout starts and ends with a mile run. So you can overlap heats. You could have heat 2 start when heat 1 is still going, because they will go out for their run while heat 1 is still finishing on the rig and then ends up going out for their run. So they're going to kind of pass each other so that you don't need to have 1 hour long heats, right? You could have 30 or even 40-minute heats so that those heats are kind of staggered and passing each other. You can also choose to run full classes, depending on the number of people you have. Keep in mind, though, if you're running full classes, it's a full hour. And if you're running multiple, that's okay. But keep that in mind if you are wanting to do something at the end of that event. A lot of people like to do barbecues or some sort of potluck after the workout. If I have 4 one-hour classes, not a lot of people are going to want to stay until the very end. So sometimes heats for an event like this work really well because you can condense the amount of time and then you can still have a nice camaraderie barbecue or potluck or hangout afterwards, and you're not taking up the entire day where you might lose some people's attention. So lots of things to consider on this one, but the biggest thing that I want you to think about anytime you are doing any sort of event, or really potentially anything within your business, is what is it? Why are we doing it? When is it going to happen? And how are we going to do that? How is also the timeline. How are we going to talk to our staff? How are we going to promote it? How are we going to run the event? And how are we going to follow up? Something like Murph, a follow-up after the event, is really great opportunity to reinforce your why, right? Acknowledge everyone's hard work. You can do it through an email, a video to your members. Acknowledge that they came in and did the hard work and they honored those who are no longer with us. And we make sure that we are communicating that why to everyone. All right, guys. So as affiliate owners, this is where it's at. What, why, when, and how. Anytime we're doing events, let's give it a try as we all prepare for Murph. Let's get after it.